We'll learn a technique that is used to subtract part of the structure that we have in our particles, so that we can focus on the other one, on the remaining structure. So let us take a, a particle that is this one, EMDB 5778, and this particle is embedded in a this protein is embedded in a nanodisk. So here you can see the nanodisk, and if we make slices in some other direction, we can also see the nanodisk here. Here are the transmembrane helices and the structure outside. Here is the structure outside. So we can see it here in 3D. So we can we have it here. So here is the nanodisk, and here is the protein outside. So if we lower the threshold, if we raise the threshold, then we can see the transmembrane helices here, and this is the structure outside. Okay, so we have these particles. We have these particles that are let us take them. Okay, so we have these particles, and they are in Empire 10,005, and then we will make a first reconstruction just to make sure that everything goes fine. And yeah, so this is what we get, and let us keep it open here, and then we will subtract we will design a mask that contains the part that we want to keep. Actually, in Relion, it is the part that you want to keep. In XMIP, you can either design the part that you want to keep or the part that you want to remove. So you can have both options. And the mathematics behind the subtraction is different, but this is the protein mostly. Okay, so we have the protein, and then here we say I have this. This is the map. These are the particles. This is the part that I want to keep, and then you can also even focus in that part. So instead of having outputs that are of size 256, you have the output that is just a cropped region around that area. And then when you auto refine, what you do is you have the same structure, but now without the nanodisk. So in principle, the nanodisk prevents a bit the alignment of the structure. So in principle, the FSC should have improved. We can check if that is the case really. So we can open this FSC, and then when we open this one, we can make it on the active FSC, so we can check whether it is above that one. Doesn't seem to be the case. We cannot show both at the same time, so let me try. No, this is not what I wanted. I wanted this one. It's hard to say because it is reusing the same image, so yeah, so hard to say. But in principle, from the number itself, from the crossing, it seems that the original one had a little bit better resolution. You can never trust blindly these numbers, but sometimes some area around can help to find the right orientation. Some other times it prevents. So it depends on the case. And we haven't seen the projections, the subtracted projections, so they look like the standard particles, and simply by bare eye we cannot say whether there is the nanodisk or not, but from the reconstruction we see that it has been removed. And in XMIP you can do it similarly. So here you have a little bit more choices. So for instance, you can limit the resolution up to which the subtraction will be done. You can limit the frequency, and a little bit more choices. You can design the mask that you want to keep or the mask that you want to subtract. And result is kind of similar. Resolution here seems to be a little bit better. So if you analyze, for instance, let me close many things. If you analyze the local resolution, then for instance here this is the one of XMIP, this is the one of Relion, and the one of XMIP is a bit shifted to the left, so meaning that we have recovered a bit more frequencies apparently, at least in terms of signal to noise ratio. And the reconstruction looks really good. So yeah, we can open this one, and yeah, even if the local resolution says that there are points at 2 angstroms, I would say this is more like 4 or 5 angstroms, or what was the number here? Yeah, something like 3, 4 at least. Okay, so now if we look at it in, there are some places where we have very small details, but not everywhere. You see, you have very small details there. Did I click on here? Okay, here it is. So now we should have removed this part, and we don't see the nanodisk around, and you see the alpha helices here, but they don't have a lot of detail, so I wouldn't trust all this high resolution. Okay, so this would be all for this project, and see you in the next one.